This is dumb, right? Versus Overwatch, like a multi-million-dollar like Blizzard company. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm putting myself in bad situations anyway, and then I don't like to debate either. So it's just like,
Yeah, not the shitty game, but the way underdog. Like, don't even like debating.
yeah.
I'm gonna call you out on everything that you said. Bullshit about
All right.
Hello. Hello.
What's up? Hello. Yeah, this is one track for both of us, but this is how you change them up. Right is louder, left is slower.
There was just 2 windows, and I thought it was supposed to be.
All right. How am I looking? Am I here? Am I in the camera?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
New tech guy. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Anyway. Do you want to intro it?
Can we intro it?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Y'all ready?
Y'all ready for this? Do 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 do.
What is going on, guys? It's Max. You know me, your favorite guest star. Me and Jake are gonna be debating Overwatch versus Plants vs Zombies.
Garden Warfare. Yeah.
Doesn't matter which one or two, just all together.
I'm picking 2 because it's the best one for sure.
That's true. That's a good point. So, why don't you just start off and tell me a couple of reasons?
I think
a couple of reasons you like the game. Give me that.
I think at first we get some facts going about this.
Okay.
So let's go release date. How about we
start when the games were released. Okay.
Because I feel like that's important because I don't know. I haven't played.
Yeah, get a timeline like said.
We haven't done a lot of this games in a while, so we might need to know a few things.
It's been a couple months since I've actually religiously played Overwatch. And I haven't played Plants vs Zombies in a while.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Xbox days.
I feel like a lot of this argument's gonna be nostalgia. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm already picking the underdog, so it's good. 2016.
2016. Okay.
So
I feel like
is that the same year?
It might be.
I thought it was 2016 also for Overwatch.
It's either 2016 or early 2017.
Wow. Okay. So
okay,
what
so
was
same
the
year?
Yeah. So just a separation
I think
of months.
It was February for
which it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
So clearly very similar
release,
graphics
yeah.
in terms of the date.
The graphics are good on both of them.
The graphics are great because DICE and EA.
It's true, yeah.
The creators
I
of
forget DICE was part of that.
Yeah, the creators of Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah.
And you know what else they did?
What else did they do?
They did Battlefield.
That's true.
You like that game?
I do like Battlefield, yeah.
Yeah, the graphics are good in that game.
2 completely different games though, so let's not get off.
Well, we're talking about graphics here.
Oh,
graphic-wise, beautiful. Yeah.
Garden Warfare is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it was DICE.
It's not bad.
But Overwatch also has some really good graphics.
Well, it's a little gamey, you know. It's a little bit.
It's a video game.
Yeah, but it's just a little bit more animated, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
You know, because people
So-
are more animated than.
If you just want to talk about realistic and decent graphics, then Garden Warfare wins that battle. So that's what we're talking about.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that one. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
So let's start
That's what I got.
with how many characters
So-
there are.
You want to talk about how many characters? Okay, let's look it up. How many
I'm
characters?
actually curious. I'm not saying that because I know.
I think it's close, honestly.
I want to see how many characters are in Overwatch.
Because the thing about characters in Plants vs Zombies is
there's different versions.
There are
of
5, but there are different versions which do completely different things.
That is very true.
So there's a difference to that, which I don't know if it'll count.
Not sure. Yeah.
So we'll see. Very.
So there's a basic 5 for each side.
Well, actually, no. In the second one, there are many more. So click that main one, first one. Click the first one.
That one right there.
Okay, so it looks to be.
Though.
So I think it's equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's about 20 characters.
Okay, 20 characters.
20 characters, and
they
so
all have different variations, like the Frost versions of themselves.
Exactly. So
like
it's a lot of variety.
That's true. That's true.
And they all have very different things.
Then
So
how many characters are in Overwatch? Because they're still adding characters. I know that. There are a lot of characters in Overwatch. That's old.
Yeah, we don't.
Go to the first one at the way top.
Can you just look at how many characters? And I'm sure it'll pop up.
It should
on
pop
the
up.
main screen. Yeah, all. Look up how many. Also, yeah. We'll figure this out. Because it's got to be close. 32 playable
32,
characters.
Okay.
But in general,
That's a pretty wide range, though.
that is a wide range, but also of no variety. Because I have 20 characters, but also there are about 10 different varieties. I'm sorry, I'm getting out of frame. There are also 10 different varieties of like each character. So doing basic math.
Okay, but
That's a
also,
lot.
if we're being completely honest, the varieties aren't like that insanely different. It doesn't make them a completely different.
But they are
character.
different. You don't have varieties.
Well, if you let me finish, we get all hostile.
I'm sorry, I'm just having fun.
Like there's there's different like character versions. Like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played a lot of 2, so I don't know all the characters. But I know there's like the Frost versions of some of the characters and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's like they don't make as much of a difference as like a completely different character does. You know, like if you look at Overwatch, there's like Tracer, and then there's like Widowmaker. 2 completely different characters for 2 completely different play styles. Oh, I see you're about to talk. I'm not finished. For different,
Right.
and that's the other thing about Garden Warfare and Overwatch is that there's tanks, healers, and I'm going, okay. Let me rephrase because I just now realized that
okay.
Garden Warfare, I haven't played them all, so
It's
bear
all right.
with me. You know what? How about this? Let's just go and look at the sales.
This is not fair. We know we're yeah.
Oh, what?
Mike,
Are you
closer,
scared?
closer, Mike.
Closer, Mike.
Yeah.
Let's look at
Okay.
the sales.
We can't talk about sales.
We can't talk
you
about sales?
argued the position of who cares about
What you mean?
sales.
What you mean, my boy? Got to see it, my boy. All right,
We can't
okay,
talk
how
about
this?
sales.
Let's look at the different maps then. How many different map
Okay.
variations there are?
So let's see. This is gonna be the entire debate. We're not like gonna be talking to each other.
Well,
We're gonna be like looking up facts.
Like how much variety the games have.
The entire thing.
Because they're pretty similar games.
It's so similar. It's the
one's better than the
popularity. It's the popularity difference that kind of sets it apart. The fact that it's freaking Blizzard.
27 characters
What?
in Overwatch are gay.
Wow, good for them.
Isn't that like that's more than half?
That's very much more than enough.
Very friendly to the LGBT.
So we have 21 maps coming in for Overwatch.
Okay. So how many? Yeah, let's look at how many Garden Warfare maps there are. I feel
So-
like there'll be like 12.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna say around 12.
It's not going to be as much, I'm sure. So 12. Wow, right on it.
Damn.
Well, yeah.
I'm just,
Give me a little
I am.
applause. Yeah, you just know the game so well.
I guess.
But okay, we can talk
Which-
about
which brings
quantity,
back to the
but
reason
we got to
why
talk
I say
about
it's not that good.
quality
Quality
of the
okay.
maps. Quantity doesn't matter so much. And I think that
To
also
be
can be
fair,
said for the
can you name
characters.
One map, like, can you name 2 maps off the top of your head?
I couldn't because I haven't played this game in like 3 months, Max.
Man, well, that just proves my point of quality over quantity.
I can't.
We have quality and quantity.
I can't think of Overwatch maps names.
You can't?
No.
I could. If I wanted to.
This is the worst
I know
debate
them in
ever.
my head.
I know.
I don't know the
You
names,
see.
though, you
Well,
know what I
I
mean?
see. I see them too. Like I totally see them too, but I just don't know them.
That's fair. What kind of... Okay, how about this? Like, what is your favorite game mode? In Garden Warfare?
It's Gardens and Graveyards. Gardens and Graveyards. That's the thing is that there are a lot of game modes, and Gardens and Graveyards is basically what is it? It's like capturing the base, but the base gets constantly moved. So it's like Plants vs Zombies, and the plants are trying to get to the base and capture it, and they have to capture like 12 bases, or the zombies
I know
win.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We've played that. Anyway, and there's that, and then there's straight up just like Team Vanquish. There's like the simple mode. There's Kill Confirmed. It basically like all of the Call of Duty type.
Yeah, all the basic ones, and then they have
all
like
the basic- yeah.
their like main one that's like
The Gardens and Graveyards, which is their big thing.
that's their big thing. Kind of like how Overwatch's big thing is like the payload kind of thing.
Pretty much. It's
Which
just
is
like
kinda-
moving it and trying to, and the other team's trying to not let that happen
Yeah,
at the
so
end.
it's kind of like the same thing. Just like I would say that the Garden Warfare one, I feel like there's more checkpoints and stuff in that one. I feel like they're kind of similar.
The maps are a lot bigger, and so a lot more room to go.
Anyway,
No more places to go in those maps. And the
yeah,
maps are great. Maps are beautiful.
yeah.
Fantastic.
So I would like to talk about. I can't talk about sales or anything, can I?
Well, you can.
Let's
it
talk
just
about
doesn't
like
matter.
the character, like in depth, like the in depth like stories of the characters, and how much time.
Dude, they're plants. I can't debate that.
They're plants.
They
You
can't
heard
even-
from him, not me.
they
They're
can't
not
even-
real people.
They can't even talk, dude.
They can talk. The zombies can a little bit. Who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character? Oh, that's hard because they're all so good.
Shooter
Pea
or
Shooter's
the
great.
or the the zombie.
You know what? There's
marksman.
so many different types of the pea shooter, dude. It's crazy. There's the pea shooter. There's a pea silencer. He has a silencer on his pea shooter, and, on his pee, and they also have the commando pea who has full auto.
Whoa, full auto and
So they're-
silenced weapon.
They're all very different. You don't have any different weapons. You have the same weapon for each character. It's all the same.
Yeah, but they also have 3 different abilities.
So do we.
What are your abilities?
It's running. It's the super ability, fast speed. Okay.
But wait, do they change for every P or is it the same?
Yeah. You can change the options.
Okay, so
You
tell me
can
some
change the
more
ability. So
options.
in the what is it called? The chili bomb. You can change that to either the sombrero bomb, which has a bigger range of effect and a lot more different things. And then there's the fast chili bomb, which is like it explodes a lot faster. So there's a lot more variety to the abilities. And then there's a running one, which in the running one you can either go super fast or there's the other option where you can jump super high. And so you can change those a lot. Max, you got to listen to me, man.
I am. It's just funny because you're talking about Garden Warfare, but you're like so knowledgeable in it. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. And don't even get me started on the turret, because the P can turn into the turret, and that turret can either have one of 2 options: either you have 100 bullets with not so much damage, or 50 bullets with a whole lot more damage. So it's a lot more thought put into the.
It's not really that much. Okay, there's not more thought put into it. You're telling me that there's more strategy involved in Garden Warfare than there is in Overwatch.
Yeah, there is.
How so?
Because there are a lot more ways to go about it. The map's a lot bigger. There's a lot more variety of characters. So there's a lot more ways to go about completing the mission that you have.
That doesn't just because the map's bigger and stuff doesn't mean that's more just.
And there are a lot more character differences. So like, I'll be Commando P, and then you. And then you'll be Chomp, but you'll be Metal Chomp, so you can you got that glass cannon effect, it works out.
Yeah, but it's like I could say the same thing for Overwatch though, because there's more characters.
But we can't say that because
I'm saying there's a lot of different characters that do a lot of different things.
Yeah, so does mine.
Well, yeah, but
I have
you
different
you have a set like version of characters, but then they have very little changes to them. But Overwatch, for instance, there's one guy with a freaking shield.
Okay, but I have more changes than you do have characters. That's the thing. So I feel like it almost evens out for us. There's Metal Chomp. Metal Chomp's great. He's like a lot slower than the rest. Every single one is different. Not everyone's the same. So it's almost like playing a different character. Like it's very different.
I played it. I wouldn't say it's very different.
It's very different. It's very interesting. Can we look up like Garden Warfare types of character? Like, I don't know, like the subsection characters or something. There's a chili bean bomb. I'm not lying. Are you just fact checking me? I'm not lying. I know everything about this game, dude.
This is why this is annoying.
This is why, yeah.
Because Overwatch is obviously a way better game.
It's amazing. Anyway, so man, what else are we talking about?
I don't know.
There's so many
wouldn't
options.
Shut up.
Let's see what we got. How many classes are there in Garden Warfare 2? Okay, so each character has 8 classes, and there are 20 characters. So can you do the math on that, big man? You're the one that's not talking, so we are gonna get the calculator out, and so if that's correct, and it's probably gonna be over what you have in terms of characters, but your characters are
Simpleness.
so 160 different variations of characters.
160?
Next to
That hurts my brain. You know what I've heard a couple times?
you know what you should do is actually just dedicate some time and don't be stupid.
Sounds like something a retard would say. How about you hear me out?
I'm sorry, have you named any of your abilities? I know all my abilities off the top of my head. You sound like the retard right now. You're just listening to me.
You won't let me talk. You're using all your
let me talk.
Go
Go ahead.
Anyway, the thing is you have your set character with your set abilities, so you know what to do.
It's not true. Not set abilities, not set characters. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm talking about Overwatch.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Look at you looking dumb. Look at
Well, you just made a bad point for yourself.
What the hell, boy?
You made a bad point for yourself. Go ahead.
How is that bad?
'Cause you have no variety.
Wanna do,
Nothing interesting. Nice skins.
So you're telling me?
Oh, we got about skins. Go ahead.
You're telling me that there's nothing interesting about the Overwatch characters?
I didn't say there's anything not interesting. I'm saying mine is more interesting. There's a lot more variety.
Not really.
160.
160.
160 different varieties of characters.
Okay. So we're gonna look at a character, right? So for instance, we have Doomfist, right? He's a melee, but he can also hit far range.
Hate that guy. Not my favorite character.
All right.
Not
Then
fun
we're
to
gonna
play
go
also.
someone- Okay, so he has the ability to pull himself up in the air by his fist and hit a launch attack. I don't normally play him, but a launch attack on the ground by charging up his fist. Not finished. He also has
No,
one
I said
where
yeah.
he can ground slam like that, and it does more of a area damage effect. He can also charge up his fist while on the ground, and he can shoot bullets out of his fist.
You know what?
He also
Okay.
I'm gonna go to another character named Winston. So I
you
know that's your
can't
favorite character. So he has the ability to hop up in the air, and when he falls on you, he does damage. He has a little force shield around him, and he has an area effect gun. So it comes out with little lasers. You already know how it works, but I'm telling everyone else in case they don't know. And it hurts multiple characters, does a little bit less damage, but it hurts all the characters around him.
You monster.
And then...
I have to agree with you.
Exactly, because Winston is a cool character. And they all have backgrounds to themselves. Obviously, you can't really put backgrounds with, I guess, plants and zombies, because that's pretty basic. But if you look at all these different characters from all around the world, from different races to ethnicity, and they all have a backstory to them, I feel like it's pretty cool. So, like, when you look at someone like...
Can you look up Plants vs. Zombies lore? Go ahead.
Anyway, while he's looking that up, I'd like to point out Tracer, who is, like...
She's cool, yeah.
She's what?
She's cool, yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah,
that she's also connected to Winston through the lore. Yeah. Winston's the one that gave her the thing that allows her to control her own powers, to teleport and rewind time.
So how does this make this game an enjoyable game? How does that make it any more fun to play?
What, with the lore?
Yeah.
I just feel like it brings you into a deeper connection with the characters. Like the way that they communicate with each other and have conversations. I feel like it just makes
Oh, look, we got a whole page of lore on Plants vs. Zombies here.
Is this an official lore?
Of course they have an official lore.
It's on Reddit.
Well, it's got to be official.
Is that Garden Warfare, though, or Plants vs. Zombies? That's Plants vs. Zombies.
I mean, they have their own universe. Overwatch is its own universe. Plants vs. Zombies is its own universe.
Well, I know, but Garden Warfare is completely
Overwatch
different.
2 is going to come out. I mean, it's just going to be all the same universe.
Well, I know, but we're talking about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Well, it
That's not
does it
Plants
not
vs.
transfer?
Zombies. I'm not sure.
It's the same characters.
Yeah, but it's a completely different, like point of the game.
Oh, we have something.
Plants vs. Zombies timeline and theory.
I don't think we can just use someone else's.
Watch that later.
videos. Yeah.
Anyway,
But
I want to talk about if I'm
I think
okay.
You've done enough talking for a
I think
minute.
you've been talking for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead.
Been talking like a quarter of the time, but continue.
Let's talk
I wanna go
polish.
into plants. Okay.
In the beginning of your game, at least in the beginning of my game, I didn't have a character who was so broken that they weren't allowed in competitive.
Which character are you talking about?
Right. There are so many. I know.
No, I'm trying to figure out which character you think is. Which character do you think is overpowered? Please name.
Let's talk about
No, name the character that wasn't allowed in competitive, please.
the big boy himself, Bastion.
Actually, that's
big man.
false because Bastion actually played in the first Pro League game, and that's how they won because they had
He
a full
did,
team
but
of
then he got
Bastions.
banned.
Yeah, but you said wasn't allowed to play in competitive from the start, so that right there is
No,
false.
he was bad. He was like busted from the start.
Well, I'm saying
I didn't say you could
said
play
banned from competitive.
He was banned.
Yeah,
I said he was busted from the start and banned from competitive.
busted from the start. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
but
said.
Anyone can play
And
Bastion.
if we're talking about patches, I could say
Shooter's overpowered.
Overwatch has a substantial amount more of patches, and Garden Warfare didn't have to do that much. They already had a really decent base game.
Nerf. I will agree.
Also, whenever, by the way, Levi, whenever you switch to the cam of like the web browser, you can't see max. So make sure to switch off. Anyway,
Back to the good shit.
big nerf. Huge
yeah,
nerf.
but I believe that they're still different because, I mean, when it comes to how many characters you have, there will be some characters that are slightly better than the others, but that's the point of having the character is that someone on the other team can easily counter it by playing the same character.
Same here, bro.
Well, let's
Got the
talk
same
about the
thing.
pea shooter.
What about the pea shooter?
We both know the pea shooter is cracked and super easy to play.
That's not true.
All the characters in Garden Warfare are super easy to play.
Yeah, that's the enjoyment of it.
Is that it's easy?
It can be, yeah, sure. Depending on the type of game mode you
I
play.
feel like that doesn't make it enjoyable, though, if it's easy for everyone.
It's accessible for everyone. Kids, all ages can play that game.
But if
It's
we're being
beautiful.
completely honest, Garden Warfare is more a kid's game than Overwatch.
That's not true.
What makes you say that?
Both are. No, that's
what?
No, that's why do you say that? How is it more of a kids game?
Well, I mean, if you just look at the game, I mean, it's literally like, it's.
You have a jumping monkey. Sorry.
You have a motherfucking plant that shoots peas, my boy.
Bleep that.
Nah, don't bleep that, bitch. Fuck your plants.
You have a Street Fighter wannabe in your game, dude.
Who?
I feel like ours are pretty Doomfist.
Oh, Doomfist looks
You have a
nothing like Street Fighter.
wannabe
We're talking about
Elza,
Street
dude.
Fighter.
You got Elza. Let's talk about Street Fighter. Street Fighter's better.
No, Mortal Kombat. Stay tuned. For
Write it
that.
down.
But
Yes.
first of all, I feel like I'm getting no. See, I know what you're doing here. You know you have no chance of winning this because Overwatch is just
It's popular, yeah.
a normal, like, amazing game. It's
popular.
Start. It's a good game.
No, it's a fine game, yeah. I didn't say it was
But
bad.
you are
That's not the point of
such a
this debate.
freaking nerd in Garden Warfare that you know all
Yeah.
these freaking stats and stupid crap
You
that
do.
I was not prepared for. I'm a guest star. I'm not even on this show.
All right. So you're proving my
So-
point that I'm bringing up better points than you then. Because I know so much
they're
more.
not better. You're just bringing up more points.
Yeah.
Because
A lot better points. It's okay. He's got the headset on. He's ready.
I mean, okay,
Ooh,
let's
that
talk
was loud.
about. Okay, you know what? Fine, we'll bring this up. What kind of different? I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but like special events do you guys have, like for Halloween and like Christmas?
Oh, sure. They made a character dedicated to Halloween. The
What
Vampire
character is
Flower.
that?
The Vampire Flower. The new character that came out.
The Vampire Flower.
Yeah.
Okay, what
They
does the
drop
Vampire
character-
Flower do?
So what she does basically is she shoots these like red laser things, and then whenever she kills people, she regains health.
Sounds like a character from Overwatch. Reaper. That's really weird.
What does that
What
mean?
kind of other special
What does
events do they do except for just release a certain one?
Christmas. They did Christmas with the different Christmas skins, and they also have a Christmas map. They dropped a Christmas map,
Okay, so it's
and it's
all
permanent
just
too. It's not
variation.
just like an event thing. They dropped it forever. Super cool. And so then they just have like different skins for the different times.
Okay, so it's all skins and just like like just looks for the
And
special
maps.
events.
Yeah.
Well, so a new map for Christmas that stays for some reason, so I can. Play
That's
it
exactly
during
what your guys
December.
do. You're the chickens, like all the exact same stuff.
No,
Like,
we
every single
actually-
time
no,
it
no,
just
the thing is,
recycles.
Overwatch actually has special events, so they have like a survival mode that you can do.
It's a recycle. Yeah.
Whenever
They did that already.
let me talk.
They do it a
You're
lot of
interrupting,
times.
You're interrupting.
It's like every time.
Yeah, see, he's interrupting right now because he's getting flustered because he knows I'm about to bring
It's
it
every year.
up. They do have a special Halloween event where you can fight AI, and the better you can do, you can get more points, and you can get the chance to win really rare skins that look really cool. And there's also I'm done.
okay.
And you can also
I got this. It's fine.
please shut up when I'm speaking.
No, I got it.
And they have Halloween drops to get exclusive Halloween gear and skins.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the 4-player co-op.
Yes.
We have that too. Garden Ops. And you don't have to wait a year for it.
You don't have to wait a year for this. This is just a special co-op.
Yeah, that comes around
No,
every year.
there's already a co-op play though.
Halloween.
No, there's a co-op play.
Yeah,
other
that comes
than-
around sometimes. It's not around all the time.
I'm not talking about the special.
You have to wait a year,
mode.
it's like-
Yeah. It's a special. That's a specific special
You gotta wait.
event that people wait for and are excited to play. But there are other 4-player co-op missions
What?
in Overwatch.
What?
We've literally played them together.
That are around all the time?
Yes.
What?
I don't remember what they're called because I played them a couple times. Do you not remember specifically? They were like the
No, I
missions
remember
that
co-op
we did.
games, but I don't remember having them all the time.
Yes, it's something that they added in the game recently.
We gotta look this up.
Please look it up because I remember playing it.
2 co-op missions. That's number 2. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, that's
That is
Overwatch.
cool though. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Can we quickly
Way
get
better
for
than
the
Garden Warfare. See, co-op and multiplayer.
Yeah, it does. Of course, it's that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. The thing that comes around sometimes.
I'm pretty
Thing
sure
that's
it's there
not
permanently now.
that's not consistent.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Do we? We can't fact check this, can we?
Well, I guess I'm right. Guess I'll take my word for it.
We can't fact
I'm sure
check
a lot of
this.
people here. Oh, okay. I got something else. For
You
you.
do permanent or something?
Is Garden Warfare cross-platform?
Yeah, it is.
Let's fact check that because I actually don't know if that's true. Because Overwatch is.
Is it?
It is. It is now. Yeah. We should play it sometime. It is.
Is it really?
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just put that in.
It's not possible. Oh, I'm thinking about the new one. Okay. Well, we
Well,
can't.
that brings us to it, boys. Check and make sure.
Well, let's check yours.
Check Overwatch because I heard that they were
I
putting
don't
it in there.
remember.
I heard it's no what.
I know what
I
you're
heard
talking
that they were
about.
putting it in there, and I was
Mhm.
pretty sure that it's in there now.
Go ahead. We got that.
If not, I might be mistaken, but
Okay. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, and I know
they were gonna put it in Overwatch 2, but people were complaining that they wanted it now. Is now live.
Overwatch, Forbes, Arcade. Wait, what? What does that mean?
Crossplay is now live in Overwatch, meaning PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch players can all hop in the game together.
When was this? This was 21.
Yeah, I told you, it's recent. Yeah.
This is I didn't know this.
We want cross-platform, so like, all right, we'll freaking do it.
Is this happening to the second one, the new one too?
I'm assuming. I mean, if they put it in the first one, they would have to put it in the second one. They've been
Wow.
That's what they were planning on doing at first. I remember researching it, that they were going to put cross-platform in Overwatch.
You can play with
2.
all 5 of your friends. Meanwhile, in Garden Warfare, you can play with all like 20?
If you have the same system.
It doesn't matter. 20 friends. You got 20 friends?
I don't think anyone has 20 friends.
I do.
You definitely
My mom, my dad.
So I think right there just gives people a lot of variation of like who can play. Like if someone has a Switch, they can play with someone that has a PC. Someone has an Xbox and has a friend that has a PlayStation, they can play together. It doesn't even matter.
Well, that's exciting. Oh, I thought I looked up something else. That's super exciting. But also, I don't think you understand that the amount of fun about the game, okay?
I want to play with you. Let me just go buy an Xbox real quick.
Yeah, sure. You're just broke. You just can't afford it. You can't afford to play with your friends. That's what I'm hearing.
If it's a child's game, most children don't have enough money.
It's not a child's game. We already proved this wrong. We already proved. Yeah.
Look up the age recommendation for Garden Warfare 2.
It's a recommendation, suggestion. It's more accessible. You want to talk about accessible and crossplay? More people are allowed to play this game.
You're getting heated.
More people are allowed to play this game. That means more people are accessible. A lot of people can't play T games. A lot of kids.
Is there any way you're able to look like peer reviews?
Yours is a T
Is there
game.
any way you can see like what the age?
Kids can't play that game sometimes.
Can you look up and see what
not
the
fair.
age like varies to the players?
What's going on?
8 to 14 years old.
There you go.
It's a good match for their ability and maturity. Would you mind looking up Overwatch for me?
Yep. But also, that's just a suggestion. You can play whenever you want. That doesn't matter. But also, it's not as inappropriate and violent as Overwatch.
13 and over.
Of course, but that doesn't matter. It's just 8 to 14, whatever it said. Yours is 13 and over. Yours loses people. Mine, you can play whenever. I'm 18 and I play that game. It doesn't matter. But yours, if your kid plays that game at like 8, dude, they're like, oh my
I have a
gosh,
question.
they're gonna get terrified.
Do you have a girlfriend?
They're so terrified. Why does that matter? They're gonna get terrified. Dude, are you kidding me? They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I just murdered someone with a shotgun and they're bleeding.
There's no blood in
There is blood in that game.
Is there blood in there might actually be blood
There's
in
blood in
Overwatch.
the
That's what makes it so much better. Bringing back to my point. Is there blood in Garden Warfare?
You're bringing it to my point. You're just proving my point that more people can play that game. It's more accessible.
Without blood.
What?
Do you want to play a game without blood, Levi?
What is this murder point you're bringing up? You freaking psychopath.
Yeah.
You freaking weirdo,
I
dude.
play games to kill. I enjoy
What is this point?
I'm saying people in America enjoy violence.
Oh, so we're encouraging violence now. Let's do this.
Yes, I am encouraging
games
violence.
encourage school shooting, guys.
Whoa. Yes. I encourage violence. I'm a star on this show. I can say whatever I want. I like violence, I like blood, and I like gore.
This is the person defending Overwatch, guys. Remember this. The person defending Overwatch. He likes blood and gore.
I'm pretty sure everyone will agree with me.
What? That's not a good thing.
What's wrong with that? Who cares if it's good?
Okay, but we're talking about the accessibility. My goodness, you're talking about murder.
So?
Bring it back to the point, man.
War.
Come on back. Come on back. We gotta go back. How's we looking on time? We doing all right? All right. We gotta do something
That's not how awesome Overwatch is for 2 more minutes. I feel like we're getting a little heated here. I think we just need to slow it down.
We need to have like an ad break.
All right, so
Magic spoon.
Overwatch fan art. Be careful.
Can we look?
Why do you have? Oh, never mind. It's not showing. Anyway,
careful. Yeah.
Be careful. That's one thing. Be careful with the fan art, my boy.
Anyway. No, I don't know what to talk about. There's so much. There's so many options. Also, didn't I talk about Garden Ops? The thing that's around all the time, and it's great because it's 4-player.
When people play that.
What?
When people play Garden Ops.
I don't
know
know the numbers.
Reviews? Can we look at reviews for games? Does that matter?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's look at the reviews for.
But also, you're bringing up the point of popularity.
I mean, I feel like it plays a part.
Well, you didn't say that in the last debate you had.
Yeah, I did.
Second one. Yeah, you debated against it.
You can debate against it too.
Stupid. Is Garden Warfare a good game?
Well, let's look what that person or not.
Rating. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Let's see. Makes 12 out of 54 negative. What does that mean? That doesn't really help us. We're gonna go with a rabbit hole of reviews.
Stars. Okay, so it has.
IGN. There you go.
Okay, so it has.
IGN's good. If you wanna.
4.
8.2. So that's not bad.
Okay, let's look at Overwatch.
Actually, that was gonna be way worse.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was gonna be worse too.
Oh man.
It's a game.
It's playable.
It's definitely playable, my boy.
So Metacritic gives a 91%.
10
10 out of IGN. Do we believe IGN though?
I believe on IGN.
They're a weird company. We're not a fan of them.
I like IGN.
IGN is IGN legit?
Reliable source.
Are definitely still reliable source of video game
I
reviews.
think that proves my point, my boys.
I don't know, man. I don't know if we can say that for a fact though, because we're the ones debating, not them. We're talking if it's a better game. We can't argue about IGN's opinion. It's their opinion. Our opinions are here.
I'm just using it as an outside source.
Not important. We're looking on time.
I was just using it as an outside source
can't,
to get
I know.
some
It's
shed
not.
some light on it.
What's the point of bringing this? Why we're debating about this? What's the point of bringing up someone else's opinion?
That's what debating is about. You're able to bring up outside sources.
But not opinions. Well, we're not. I pick heads. I pick heads.
All right, we're gonna do a coin flip.
All right, that was good. That's
think-
fine. That was rough. I'll do heads.
Okay, I guess I get tails. Let's see it.
Here we go. Oh man, I'm on a
Settle,
streak,
boys.
baby. Garden Warfare wins. Woo! I am picking the underdog and winning by pure luck, baby. This is it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Good. Yeah, good job.
GG.
Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go.
GG, man. That was good. That was fun. All right. You want to plug it? Plug your things?
God, follow me at TTTV freaking Dr. Tundy, DRTUNDY, to come watch me play Overwatch, not Garden Warfare. Follow me on Instagram at max_POTC and follow me on
He just lost his
YouTube
emotion there.
at DRTUNDY, Dr. Tundy. I will see you guys later.
All right, and well, and also I have platform Jorkeldorf pretty much on any platform you can find me, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, do.
Bop bop. That was rough. I don't know